Hello, this is Sonia from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. I'm excited today because I'm going to do my first entry using my devotion which I wrote. I will link the video which I do the whole explanation about it up here in the chart. And if you want to get this devotion free of charge, this printable, plus 8 pages of ephemera, then go to that YouTube video, go and watch it. Follow the instructions. Basically, you just need to subscribe, like, and comment, and you need to send me an email to say that you'd like to receive the devotion. I've got my email address down below, so just do it and I'll send it straight away with you, and then you can play along. Now, this devotion is I'm taking you through the book of Song of Solomon, and this is a beautiful love story between God and Israel, God and his bride, the church, and above all, you also. It's a love story about you also. So it's an 8-part love story, 8-part devotion. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually just going to do sort of a cover or intention page, because Song of Solomon is it's in the beginning of, obviously, there's a nice blank page here. So, and then chapter 1, as I said, I take you mostly through the whole devotion. So chapter 1 I want to do here, the entry for chapter 1, chapter 2 and 3. So then I have enough space to do it, basically. So I'm going to do the intention page here. And I've chosen my ephemera and things which I want. What I want to do is, this whole book is about, God is giving his bride, or us, or the king in this case, is giving this girl an invitation to come away with him. So this is the whole concept of this devotion, that Jesus is extending that invitation to you to come away with him. So what I wanted to do is I want to create a little little envelope, and then it's almost like an invitation you get to come away. So I've chosen my ephemera, more or less what I'm going to use. So I'm going to put you on fast forward, and then we're going to put this page together. Okay, before I go onto the artwork, I'm just going to do acrylic background just to cover my page. I don't think it was necessary in hindsight, but I just wanted to make sure nothing bleeds at the back if I want to do an entry at the back. But before I want to go on, I just want to say thank you to each one of you guys who requested this devotion. Your response has been overwhelming, and I'm so thankful to be able to email to each one of you guys this devotion, and hopefully I got to everybody. It was quite a tedious job going through my emails and obviously the responses down at the YouTube channel, so hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I had my little system, I had worked it out and made sure I sent to each one of you off. But so if you haven't received yours and you did ask me, please maybe just email me. I think I almost find it easier to find something in my inbox, because the comments and the underneath here in the YouTube channel jump quite a lot. I mean, not the most recent ones will be always at the top. So I think it's almost easier if you email me. So then I will definitely get it in my inbox, and then I can see I've opened it and I can actually check to see that I've sent it to you. So just a little tip for you if you haven't received yours and you have requested it. But thank you again. I really appreciate it. And thank you each one for you guys who bought me a coffee. I am totally overwhelmed by your response. Thank you so much. You are the most wonderful group of people here. And as I said, it's not what I expected, and it's not why I'm doing it. It was just something I wanted to add on there, to, if you feel like you want to bless me, or rather for my daughter. Yeah, to bless her. So just get back to the artwork. I've done my background, and now I'm just using some watercoloring paint just to create a little bit of a soft background. As I said, with watercoloring, layering is the most important thing, to put on and then to dry it and then put a darker color on, or just make it a little bit darker just to get that layer effect. It's very subtle. You can hardly see it here on the video or on the photos, but it's a beautiful soft background. I just wanted to create this really romantic love story background, because if I have to sum this devotion up in one sentence, it is that our bridegroom are giving us an invitation to come away with him. And yes, we have a choice each day to accept that invitation, to say yes or no. And that is sort of what I wanted to create this background. So I'm just using some texture paint to put through very finely through the stencil. You can't see it very clearly on the video, but it is there subtly. Most of it get covered up at the background, but it does create a lovely, lovely entry. So I'm just going to make a little envelope with this template. I think I actually just Googled envelope template. I think I Googled the envelope template, and that is what I got. So I just trace it on this pattern paper, and then I'm just going to make a little envelope because, as I said, I want to create this invitation that each morning when I wake up, my beloved bridegroom say to me. And this is almost the key verse of this whole devotion is Revelation 2 verse 10. It says, "My beloved speaks and says to me, arise, my love, my beautiful one, and come away. For behold, the winter is past and the rain is over and gone." So when we wake up in the morning, it's all as if our bridegroom is saying to me, come away with me. I want to have that dedicated time with you this morning, spending time in my presence, soaking up your presence, and just renewing the love we have for each other. And each morning or each day, we can say yes to that invitation or we can say no to that invitation. So I wanted to create this whole little thing that I've got this little cute envelope and this beautiful invitation is waiting for me. And I need to say yes to that invitation every morning before the rush of the morning start, before the rush of the day start, or at least I need to make it a priority in my day. If I feel I can't do it in the morning, then set a time away during the day to spend time with your beloved bridegroom. Just as you make it a priority to spend time with your kids and your husband, your job, whatever is important to you, even Bible journaling, you must make that time and set it apart to spend with your bridegroom because he say to you, arise, come away with me. So that is the heart behind this devotion. And I'm just trying to create a little cluster of flowers there at the bottom by putting some underneath each other. I use some wet glue because the print I know will not sit very well on this acrylic paint. But because I use wet glue, I sort of put the flowers very flat on the page, and then later I'm going to struggle because my idea was actually for that little flowers to sort of come over the little journaling cards. But I'm going to sort of sort that out later, as you will see. And I'm just using some of these alpha letters, which is part of the devotion, and I'm just going to write there, invite. I would have wanted to write invitation, but it was a bit too long. So I just write invite, and then underneath there, what is the invite? Come away with me, beloved. And I said, as I said, this is just the invitation the Lord gives us. And I'm excited for you guys to work through the devotions, to see this lovely love story unfold, the traps we as his bride is falling into, the everyday traps he's falling into, and how it corresponds to how we relate to our bridegroom also. So what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to bend down the place. I'm just going to make a little wax seal now because I wanted to close this little envelope with a little wax seal because it just reminds me of this old-fashioned, beautiful wedding invitation almost you get. I mean, I don't know how the people do it these days with weddings. Do people still send wedding cards out, or is it just all done by sending or email? But these old-fashioned invitations you used to get to go to weddings, and there was a wax seal on it. I just wanted to continue that theme of that, so I was happy to use my little wax seal thingy. And it's very easy to do it. As I said, you just burn it, you put it on wax paper, and you put your little seal in there, and then it makes that indent. Luckily, it was a heart. I actually just have one of them because I don't think you need many of them in a stash. If you get something like a heart or something like that, that's always useful to use. And then you just take it off and you stick it on with normal wet glue. And you just need to put something like heart on there. Like I put the stamp block on there, acrylic stamp block on there just to secure it. And now I'm just using some of these pattern papers just to create sort of a layering effect. As you know, I love my layering. So I'm just putting some wax paper also actually there at the back, and then I'm layering my little cards. That's a nice thing about a printable. You don't have to be worried about how many cards or things you use because you can just reprint it. And I've put that little girl, little heart girl on top of one of the journaling cards because I wanted to bring her in this sort of entry because I love them. I think they're so cute. My daughter did such a great job designing them. I just love the expressions on their little faces. It's such expressive of content. I am a bride, I'm beloved. I'm secure in my relationship with my bridegroom. And I think if we in any love relationship you are, if you have a husband that truly loves you, then you know how that feeling is, of that just security that he loves me, not because I'm perfect, but because he chose to love me. And that is our love story. God loved us, not because we bring anything to the party, we're so wonderful, but just because he is God and he chose us. So I'm just wanted to, there was not really space to put my little tappy there at the top, so I decided to put it on the side. And I'm just using some leftover pattern paper to make a faux washi, just to secure it there. And then I'm just going to use some of that other little paper just to put it on top. So if you want to have that effect of faux washi, don't be afraid to just cut your paper in small little strips and put it on there. And then I'm thought to myself that blue little flower is now disappearing behind that journaling card, and I actually wanted to have it on top, so I just cut out some of the other blue flowers to put on top of there. And the same with the white flower. I thought that also disappeared. In hindsight, I think I could have probably left the white flower, but at that stage I thought I want to have a sort of a dimensional effect of the white flower on top of the envelope. So I've put my little love letter in, accepting the invitation in my envelope, just to say to the Lord, I am taking you up on your invitation you're giving me every day, and I want to say yes to it, and I want to make it a priority, and I want to encourage you guys also to make it a priority, to spend that alone time with him. And then I'm just using some of these cute little hearts just to pop over. Oh, okay, actually, yeah, I'm putting the invitation or my journaling in there, just to my love letter to the Lord, my bridegroom. And then I was thinking of there, I'm going to put my name on there, to Sonia. So I know this invitation is to me and it's to each one of you. Yeah, and I'm going to put to Sonia, my bride. So I hope you enjoyed this entry. I hope this devotion is a blessing to you. As I said, if you haven't picked it up, go to my video. I'll link it up here and down below. So go and subscribe to my YouTube channel and just, yeah, be part of this. And I would love to see what you do. Remember to tag me on my happy space and also MHS_beloved. I'd love to see what you guys are doing with this devotion. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.